And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the highlight of your Thursday evening, the Socially Distant Podcast. Hold for applause. Put some applause there. There we go. A little bit of clapping in the background.
Yes.
Quick shout out. Just want to thank everybody for coming back, stopping in. We got a great one for you today. Little special guest. I mean, as always, we got our boy Dylan, we got our boy Trent, but drum roll. Special guest on the cast today, one of our super fans, one of our biggest supporters of the Socially Distant Podcast, our boy, Mr. Interesting Investing on YouTube, Jake Lugen. How you doing, Mr. Lugen?
What's going on, everyone? How's it going?
It's going good. It's going good. Dylan, Trent, how you boys doing?
Pretty damn good. Nothing really has happened. That's about it.
Nothing ever happens.
Same here. Delighted to have our financial advisor, our stonk master,
Yes,
the man of the hour, Mr. Lugen, on the podcast.
Yeah,
Good one.
there has been quite a few financial newses going on recently in the world. That's been kind of like what I've been paying attention to, kind of, as far as like current events.
Would you like
So,
to tell
Jake,
us about those?
I was going to say, so tell us,
Yeah, get us.
just for everybody listening, if they, I mean, we shout you out pretty much every week, but if they haven't checked in, exactly, if they haven't checked into the YouTube page, or if they're not really like big into the stock market, you out of our group of friends are very heavy into it. I would say the biggest. I mean, Trent obviously as well, but you're very into it.
Yep.
And so just give us a little background. How'd you get into it, and how'd you kind of take off with it?
All right, yeah. So I got into it because of when I was transferring over into Fredonia. I kind of became an economics major, and that was something that, you know, I kind of had to think it through because I had no other choice because I got really bad grades basically my last semester at Penn State. And then transferring into Fredonia, it was like my wake-up call. I kind of had to like realize like, if I don't get good grades, I'm probably going to flunk out. So that was like a big pressure moment, and I just went with economics because there was a course I took my freshman year that was pretty fun. And so I started looking at like kind of just how to better yourself over the longer term, and investing was like the number one thing. I heard Albert Einstein say a quote where compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, which is like, I mean, from a very smart man, that sounds very crazy. So anyway, I got really into it, and that's kind of what I'm focusing on right now.
Awesome.
Quick question. Was Albert Einstein ever alive during the stock market?
Probably.
No, right?
I think so.
When did the stock market start?
I think the New York
No
Stock Exchange was like
way.
1901. I'm pretty sure. Bro, think about like Ford and GM. Those stocks are like 100-year-old companies.
Yo, for real.
The New York Stock Exchange started in 1817.
Oh my lord. Coming from an economics
so, yes,
major.
Albert Einstein was
He
definitely...
died in 1955, yeah.
I had an 87.
Oh, man.
It hit a lot of years.
Dude, he was born in 1879. So yeah, he was definitely... It was 1817.
Dude, he fucking started the stock market. That's what he did.
Never mind.
Nah.
He started the stock market.
Yeah.
That's
March
so funny.
8th, 1817, Wall Street, New York.
So yeah, think of if you were like one of the
That's
first few
crazy.
people to like worry about the stock market.
Dude, when I was driving,
Dumb
me and Melissa
rich.
went for a walk earlier, and I was looking around, like we were just walking on the bridge, and I was just looking at Pittsburgh and like the hills and everything. And I've been playing Assassin's Creed pretty heavily, and I'm like, dude, I wonder what this place looked like in like the 1800s. I would love to just like walk down the streets because there's just like these big churches on the hills and everything. And I guarantee those churches have been around for fucking forever.
True.
And those would have still been there, and just like the fucking lanterns and shit like that.
Next Assassin's Creed, Pittsburgh Old Edition, back in the
Dude,
Industrial
I wish they would make.
Revolution.
The only game that I can remember that has a Pittsburgh area is Fallout 3 has a DLC called The Pit, and it's in Pittsburgh, and like it's just a bunch of raiders and shit.
Dude,
But
you should pitch Homestead as a video game for
Dude, I would love
Assassin's
that. I mean,
Creed.
That'd be crazy, dude. Honestly, that'd be crazy.
Assassin's Creed is like a big like I don't know, I took a lot of like stuff from Assassin's Creed when I was like thinking about that, honestly. So
That shit would be fucking awesome.
They did an Industrial Revolution one, but it was in the UK.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever did one.
It'd be pretty cool though.
I like the way that they tell like history through video games. It's really interesting because there's a lot of stuff that I know I've played. Like I haven't played all the Assassin's Creed, but the ones that I have played, I've always like learned something. And it's kind of cool how they do that. They kind of tie in like a bit of learning. And I feel like all games do that, but they do it well.
Well, that was what COD did that like real heavy?
I mean, like COD.
Like Black Ops 2, kind of like
World War II. I don't know.
Yeah, they had like World War II in there.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm thinking of like movies too. But yeah, I mean, the Call of Duty seemed to do it just because they probably have like the easiest way in to like incorporate.
They do like alternative histories though. Like they don't do like unless like it's the World War II one, like it's an actual event.
Yeah.
Like most of them are like this Cold War one, like it has Ronald Reagan and everything, and it's like it seems like an alternative like history on like the Cold War.
Is the threat real? We believe it is. That's like the only ad I've seen. It's played on like every YouTube video I watch. I watch a lot of YouTube videos during the day, so I see that ad probably like 17 times. As soon as I hear the music
after all these years of watching YouTube, I would finally pay for YouTube like premium, so I didn't have to. But
well, they are.
The only time I ever.
I don't know.
Jake, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, I think they are starting to like put more ads on that platform for sure. Because I remember back in the day, you would maybe get like that 4 or 5 second ad in the beginning that you could always skip, or like after 4 or 5 seconds. But now sometimes they play like 1 or 2 that are like 15 seconds long.
Yeah, now you get like a 12-second one that you can't skip.
Yep.
Or you get 2 5-second ones.
To kind of go off that, since you're pretty big into YouTube at the moment, Jake, like how much have you like been paying attention to like your analytics and like trying to like work with the algorithm and stuff like that to try to get your videos pushed through?
Yeah, that's a good question. I've been like pretty focused on that because I like to see like growth out of like investing, and so I feel like that's also translates over into analytics and views and all that sort of stuff on YouTube. But it's been a slow and steady grind, but I'm kind of sticking with it, and we just broke 200 subs like beginning of November, and as of now, like 2 weeks later, we're already up to like 250, so that's pretty lit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Frankie.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah. We had a big day with 19 subs in a day, so that was cool.
Yeah, the YouTube algorithm is a strange one. I watch like a bunch of YouTubers who semi-understand it, and it's just a weird, because there's a lot of like trickery behind it, because they have like Indian people being their fucking like, I don't know, system of figuring out what videos are good and which ones are not.
They're curators.
Yeah, they're curators of the platform, making sure, and like the people do like the fucking taking down videos and shit like that.
So literally, curators' jobs are just to like watch content and be like, yeah, this is good, or like, no, it's not.
Well, it's more to be like, if a video gets flagged or something, they like go in there and they like manually review it or whatever. Like if your video gets like taken down and you can flag, like you can counterclaim and say like no, and they'll manually review it. And the manual reviewers are all like fucking people in India who are paid fucking 50 cents a day to sit there and watch videos all day.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
You need those on Xbox, so when I get comms banned, they can just look at it real quick and be like, you're fine, you didn't do shit.
You can. I've had them look at it, and multiple times they just tell me no. Like I've like said like I didn't do this, and then they'd be like, because it's a message. I always get banned from sending messages, and I'm like, yes, you did say you're gonna kill their mother.
It's getting
I've never
so
said that.
soft, though.
Hypothetically
you
speaking.
can't even write in a message. You can't even put STFU in an Xbox Live message without it getting reported and getting comms banned. Like, what are we?
I mean, at least it's not Sony. Sony's listening, like gonna like screen parties now.
I saw that. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Sony listens to him now, dude.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna fly
That's
on me.
so fucked.
How are you ever gonna have like those funny YouTube montage videos of like people talking hella shit in game chat and like being hella disrespectful? Like
You're not anymore because our world's soft.
It's not even gonna happen. It's gonna be in your party too. They're like, if you're in your
Oh.
party and you say the N word, gone. Comms banned.
Really?
Damn.
I have no clue if it's that like that, but I know for a fact
It probably
that
is.
on the PS5 they're screening parties for.
That's crazy.
Dude, that'd be so nuts.
So
I
if
can't
you
even
were-
imagine.
I remember, if you're someone who respects freedom of speech, get the Xbox One Series X.
Very
Yeah.
true. Put
That's
some-
all I'm saying.
Xbox
Just don't send any
game.
messages, because that's not freedom of speech.
That's all. Oh, it's funny. I got
I
com banned the
understand
other
it.
day.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Man.
got comms in yesterday.
Hey, sometimes,
It was worth it. But I was actually able to go on their website and I had to type in it was what did you learn from this band? And then I had to write 250 characters for each sentence and write a small paragraph and describe to them what I learned and how this is an effective tool to ensure that other people do not get banned. And then it said have you learned on a scale of 1 to 5, have you learned from this mistake? And it was yes. It was would you be probable to get banned in the future? And it was no, or most likely. And I just put the best answers they wanted, and then it was only a day banned, and then it went away for it went away after 15 minutes after I submitted the thing. But that was ban number 8 on Xbox Live for your boy. So
Damn, I think you passed me. I think I'm only at 7.
yeah, they all come from Smite. I literally went into my history. I was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn.
Video games are
Just
very
so dumb.
triggering.
They are.
My first
Very
ban ever was because of Skate 3, because there was a hacker in my lobby and he got me banned.
That's tragic.
That's fucked.
Yeah, that sucked. And then I tried to get Derek's account.
I remember that. That was a good time. I'll never forget that day.
I'm gonna try to do it again. It's probably easier nowadays to do it.
I was Dylan,
Maybe I don't want to do that. We still game share.
Yeah.
True.
It's Dylan, what are you doing? Trying to get Derek banned.
I was just gonna say edit out this part of the podcast, but we know for sure Derek doesn't listen,
this
so
one
we
never
are
he
okay.
don't.
listen.
He don't listen. He don't
And
like
if he
it.
does, fuck you, bitch. You're a bitch.
R.I.P.
I'm kidding.
Derek. We missed you for so long, Derek, but now
We've tried with him.
we tried.
Yeah.
We gave it our best.
Yeah, here we go. My first one was May 12th. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that was 8.
When was
Oopsies.
Derek's last time of consistently stopped hanging out with us? Was it before
can't
we got
remember.
out of high school? Was it senior year, or was it after high school?
I mean, after we graduated high school, I don't think I saw him ever again. Besides,
Yeah, there was those weird times that we nagged him and he came over and
I mean, he went to Jackson's grad party. I do remember that.
I did not
'cause
see him there.
of certain situations.
Jake and I were at your dad's party.
Yeah, we made some money though.
True.
Did not make any money at Jackson's grad party.
It's
Nope.
a sad time for society.
We did not make any money there.
Made memories.
Had a lot of drinks, though.
True.
We had a lot of drinks, though.
Let's see here. Freaking Jake, what is your favorite video game of all time?
Favorite video game of all time? That's a tough one because
Yeah.
I tend to fall into ruts with video games and play them for long periods of time and then kind of switch over to a different one. And right now, I'm
Battlefield
playing
4.
a lot of Rogue Company. But I would say favorite video game of all time, at least
Yes.
in the shorter to medium term, probably Rocket League, because I've just been grinding that, and that's probably the closest game that I've ever gotten to the highest rank in the game, and that's something.
True that. True that.
Yeah.
Very true.
Speaking of, we should get the Splash Brothers back into some league sometime.
Bro, I would like to get the Splash Brothers back in some league.
True.
For sure.
It's been a while.
True.
It's been too long. It's
It
been way
has.
too
Way
long.
too long. We should rip some leagues soon.
Smite's just hot. I'm just too hot on the sticks.
What's what gods have been buffed and nerfed right now, Brad? What are like at the top and the bottom of the
you know my
chain?
boy Cupid.
Oh yeah.
He is like top tier, top picked and ranked right now, which is like perfect because I'm usually like top elo in my ranked games. So I get in there, I first pick Cupid, I roll the game, we win. Just like the build path, the build that like hunters are doing nowadays, like it works really well with Cupid's kit.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's just like meta. Like his god just plays a lot. His god plays really good into a lot of other gods. He's always got that cripple. He's got that team heal for out of combat, a dash, a stun. Like he just be doing it, putting in work.
Yo.
So
Big true.
But you guys been playing Rogue? You said how's the Rogue going?
Rogue has been going pretty well.
Rogue
I
is
feel like
lit.
Trent and I are a dynamic duo out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just gotta work. The more you work together, the better you play for sure. When
If you
Trent,
guys play during the day, I'll play. You guys just never let me know
bro,
that you're playing.
I guess like I just invite who I see like in the lobby because it's always like right
Very
there.
true.
So like if I just see Trent
Well, I'm never on the. I've just been grinding Assassin's Creed, but I'm always on my computer during the day.
tomorrow, if you get on
Bet.
during the day, I might catch on a bit.
Bet,
I don't have class. I don't have class tomorrow until like 2:40, I think, because the first class that I usually have is not done. So that's
Good shit.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah, it's good looking to be done almost with college here.
What are you looking at? How many? Do you graduate this semester or next semester?
December here this semester.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
sir.
Hell yeah, Ricky Bobby. Cheers.
I come to your
For full
graduation, but
graduation.
I don't think you're gonna have it.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's any like physical thing going on, but I do think that there's. I think technically we're supposed to participate in the spring, but who knows even if that's gonna happen. It depends on this virus, I guess, and the
Yeah.
vaccine.
Hey,
Cause I technically still haven't graduated, but you know.
Did they send you the
unless
diploma
we
though?
go.
Yeah, I have my diploma, but I just never like walked the stage
Yeah.
or anything like that. I don't really care though. I'm not gonna go. I already told my mom and dad because they already sent it like an email like a long time ago, and it's really stupid because I guess the
Yeah.
plan, if everything goes accordingly, it's like the plan the class of
Not happening.
2021 has their graduation some weekend in the spring, and then the next weekend after the class of 2020 has their graduation. So I get to walk the stage after the class that's a year behind me.
That's so fucked
But
up.
I already told my mom and dad, I was like, I'm not going. I was like, don't. I was like, we're not wasting time.
Bro, come on. All I'm saying,
No.
I saw
I
a
am
video
not.
where
I am
it said,
not going back to walk a stage. It's
Come
just so
on.
dumb. I was like, I'm not doing this. This is so stupid.
I'm gonna
Jake,
be
the
there.
good news about you graduating in December is that there is a chance that you may never have to pay any like loans back.
Really?
If Joe Biden isn't a liar,
Bojan.
fucking pumpkin eater,
Good old Bojan.
he might get rid of it. Because right now they've been put on hold until next year. So
Okay.
I mean, you get 6 months after you graduate before you even have to start them. My 6 months started during the pandemic, so they were already put on hold to begin with.
So you might get to slide up in there and slide
I
out.
don't know what's happening with them. Hopefully, I'll never have to pay a single penny on it. But
Dude, I would
I don't know where
shit
that money's
Joe
coming from.
Biden gets rid of fucking student debt.
he said $40,000 for every person who family makes under 120,000. I don't fucking remember the number. 200,000 something.
That's me.
110% me. But that's also a very exaggerated claim. That sounds like trillions of dollars worth more of debt. But then again, how are we
Yes,
paying
it
back
does,
the?
and free community college.
Oh boy. Well, we'll see what happens. Bojan.
I like how
is here to
politicians always seem to have these ideas and these plans.
Dude,
They
I'm
go, we're
trying
gonna
to-
do this. We're gonna make this free. We're gonna
Yeah.
make this free. We're gonna do this. But where's the money supposed to come from? We don't know.
save us. Imagine if you
Okay.
educated the general public.
That's why you need Andrew Yang, who actually had a fucking plan in place to get money into.
Yeah.
Yang.
No, we're not.
Yang
hopefully that
2024.
motherfucker is on the cabinet because I
24.
swear to God.
That's kind of what I was gonna lead into. I was gonna say, imagine like educating the public in general, like on like the
Mhm.
idea of like decentralized power and like the power behind math and science. Like that's 100% Andrew Yang, just
I think we
basic
just
logic
overthrow the
and
government.
thinking. Like all I'm saying.
know,
And man has
it's just
answers.
there's a lot of things that basic logic and thinking hurt
It does, yeah, because a
in
lot
our
of it,
current economy.
it's weird. I've noticed a lot of like
Yes.
the basic logic and statistics, like what like a lot of like it actually suggests is usually pretty crazy from what you would normally think. But some of it
Yeah.
is very beneficial and shown extreme results in places who's needed the most. So
I mean, that's the whole point of the Republican Party and being a conservative, though, is to like push against progressive ideas that would like green energy and stuff like that. The whole point of being conservative is to push against those and stay in the status quo, because that's how this country has been ran for 300 years. So that's how it should continue to be ran.
that's so upsetting.
That
We
just
need to
doesn't
get-
make sense.
Honestly, do you think as far as like generational bias, as far as like voting parties and like demographics, do you think that this is likely to change over the next like say 20, 30, 40
I don't
years?
know, man. A large portion of like white males in our age demographic voted for Donald Trump.
Yep.
There's a large portion of white Americans who are very upset with like these progressive ideals and Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, because like there's like a lot of like progressive ideas that are like trying to push like more diversity in the workplace and blah 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 blah, and those people seem to be like feeling like they're being left out, and there's like a lot of Trump supporters who feel like they're being left out of like
People are just fucking weird, dude. I just don't know. People are weird.
I don't know why you would just like suggest just never trying to make yourself better. Like that just seems like a
I mean,
mentality.
yeah, there's a good thing. I mean, we should have a conservative party. Like, if everybody was progressive, like, we'd end up like
Yes.
almost what Canada did, where like
Yes.
there's no freedom of speech,
Yes.
and literally like you can't fucking misgender someone or else you go to prison, and like shit like that.
Can you
like,
imagine if that was the case?
But that's
Oh
it.
my God.
They tried to fine you in Canada for doing that. Like that's
Honestly,
they're
that
literally
makes
putting a
me-
fine on freedom of speech.
You just made me so conservative
So
because of that.
what would happen? I went on a Niagara jet boat adventure on the like right up on the border of Canada and the U.S. What would happen if like you were
Sounds
very
insane.
homophobic or like you said some like you mislabeled?
Dude,
someone?
don't bring your homophobia to Canada. They're way more progressive.
Don't
than
bring
we
that
are,
shit
but
to
they have I don't know. I don't know enough about Canadian politics to like really speak on it too much, but I know for a fact like some of the fucking shit in their politics is like batshit crazy. Like I am very glad that like we haven't gotten to that point. Like there's a lot of people in this country who want to get us to that point where we're sitting in fucking Congress arguing about misgendering people and going to prison for it. If we get to that point, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite fucking stupid if you ask me.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, I saw because I still kind of float around on Facebook because I have literally like 1,000 friends on Facebook, and they're
Damn.
all literally, I swear to God, they're just addicted to talking about Donald Trump and shit. So I like kind of skim through it every now and then to see what all the crazy people are doing.
All
And,
crazy.
one of them is in a secret agent mission at the moment. There's like some other platform that's like all conservatives. It's like completely freedom of speech. You can say the N-word and you're perfectly fine.
What?
And it's completely like unregulated and everything. And there's like a lot of like conservatives, like Donald Trump supporters and stuff, are moving over there because like Twitter and Facebook are like censoring like Trump and stuff. And like so they're going to this platform where they can spread their crazy ideas freely.
What?
And one of them, some guy I have on Facebook, he's like on the platform right now, and he's like, I posted a couple racist things.
What the
So
fuck?
so they don't think
I
I'm a
don't get
fake
people,
account.
man.
Oh,
I don't understand.
Oh,
That's not a good thing. If that becomes like a mainstream thing for the right, that's how we get Nazis very easily.
there's always gonna be.
We already
Nazis.
have them, but
yeah, we
we
already
get more
have 'em.
Nazis.
It's just.
Uh,
It's
That's
crazy.
fucked up. That is
Yeah, I
fucked
sent you guys that thing in the group chat the one day that Pittsburgh has the most white supremacists in the entire country.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
Why?
I've never once seen anything. I've seen a lot of like anti-Nazi shit, but I've never once seen like any fucking white supremacy or anything.
Why do you think that is? Is there like some like attribute of Pittsburgh, like the majority of the workforce, or like some of the jobs that it brings that like just attributes to that?
I don't know, man. I mean, fucking Pittsburgh overwhelmingly voted for Joe Biden, so I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
There's like, if that headline is true and that's the actual case that we have a lot of white supremacists, then they're very quiet.
Could it be
Because
fake news?
there's like Black Lives Matter protests every Saturday here, and I've never once seen any issues with them.
So weird.
That's interesting.
How
So
do
I
they
have
like
no clue.
find the white supremacists?
That's what I'm
They
saying.
do like a
Are they
survey.
openly like speaking
Hey.
on it?
I mean, yeah, I have no clue. There was that one day where there was that Nazi concert, but other than that, I don't really remember any major
Nazi concert
gatherings.
probably put him on the map. That's probably what did it.
There was like I'd have to find like the thing, but there was at least like 10 bands, and they were all like all the band names had something to do with killing Jews,
Oh my god.
or had something to do with the Holocaust, or
Jesus
it was bad.
Christ. That's so
Like
funny.
one was like Birthright and like Supremacist.
What the hell?
Bro, Dylan,
I don't know.
wasn't your name on PUBG Juice Slayer 26 or something?
No, it was not. That was not a thing that ever happened.
I can see one of these bands, bro. Avenged something and Avenged Dan Franks or some weird shit. There's gotta be one. That's so weird. That's
I don't
just
know,
so
man.
strange.
And I didn't even see anything about the Nazi concert, so I don't know if it ever even happened.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
That's
I don't know,
crazy.
man.
I couldn't imagine it would stay up for long.
I saw a lot more like far left activity than far right activity, honestly. Because there's like these weird anarchists who literally just want to watch the world burn, and I've seen them like pretty active. Like they were like vandalizing like candidates' houses and stuff on both parties.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a little strange.
I saw that a lot more. So.
Yo, well, I was just thinking of something since we were talking about fucking Trump fucking shit like that, or like Nazis, whatever. Fucking and did you guys all watch Borat 2, the second Borat?
No.
No,
Yeah.
the subsequent movie film?
The subsequent movie film? Yes.
No, I did not, but I had the ability to, but I did not. I haven't seen the first
I
one.
won't spoil it, but there's
No,
this
I haven't
part.
either.
There's this part where fucking Borat's like talking to all like singing on stage, and like all these people are chanting with him all these like crazy fucking things, and like I don't know.
Yeah.
it's like-
I know what
it
you're
was
talking
like,
about.
what was it about the Saudis? It's like I don't even know. It was just some
He
really
was saying
fucked up
something.
shit.
Eventually, he got them so mad. But I was watching. It was like Jimmy Kimmel or something. He was on there, and they showed like behind the scenes, and they literally tried to kill him. Like they like
Oh, Jesus.
chased after him. Like he got in this van, and they were outside his van, like literally like pulling on the door. They got the door open. They were trying to like kill him.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, they seem like some scary people, and like people there had guns too. In the movie, they were like
Yeah.
just freely carrying guns, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like,
My favorite part of that movie is when he stays with at the beginning of the movie is when he's staying with those like two Trump supporters or like the QAnon people.
oh yeah,
He was talking. Literally lived with them for like a couple days.
yeah.
Just,
We
like-
looked it up. He stayed for those guys for 5 fucking days.
What?
That's
That
crazy.
shit's
Just
funny.
completely undercover for 5 days.
It's
That's
so
crazy.
funny.
Isn't he streaming now on Twitch? Doesn't he stream video games?
Yeah, I saw
I'm
something
sure that
like
was probably some fucking movie promo shit.
If it's only a
That shit's-
one-time thing, that's pretty cool. But if it's like all the time, if he's doing it like on a weekly schedule, that'd be fucking badass.
He would get so many views.
Bro, he could compete with Dr. Disrespect 100% because that character is fucking hilarious.
You know,
He's an
I
icon.
guarantee
If you
all
have-
that shit because He was on there with like David Dobrik and shit, like on TikTok.
Yeah.
He was like doing TikToks with David Dobrik. It's just the fucking PR team. They're like, all right, you're gonna we paid David Dobrik $100,000. You're gonna come and you're gonna do this.
Yeah.
And it's just all promo shit. It's just.
Yeah.
Imagine making
That's
your
how they
name
do
worth
it.
$100,000. That'd be pretty crazy.
That's pretty lit.
I wonder what it's like to have money.
True.
I guarantee, dude, freaking all those Mr. Beast, I guarantee gets paid like $500K as sponsor raid.
Oh, 100%.
He gets like 14 million views a video or more. That's literally like a fucking one of the biggest sporting events every single week.
I just don't understand how he gives away so much money, but then every video he has so much more money to give away. Is it just does he
It's
just
just
make
merch,
that
dude.
much money off of YouTube, or is it all merch?
It's
Well,
all
yeah,
of his
one,
side
he is the
incomes.
Yeah, he's diversified very well. He makes mad money from YouTube, I guarantee it, because he's one of the most family-friendly creators they have, and he has like all these big partnerships. So his like CPM is probably stupid high. And then he has his merch, which I guarantee he makes stupid money off of, because he's always doing stuff where he's flying people out. Like he did that 24-hour live stream with signed shirts. Like those, I guarantee he's probably sold 100,000 of those shirts.
And then think of all the times that he mentions something or uses some product or shows some shit.
Yeah, honey, all those honey ad reads and everything. I guarantee those are $100,000 to $500,000 ad reads, or more.
It's crazy.
I can't imagine a company like paying you. What, so they just pay him that much money to just talk about their ad? Wow.
Yeah, 100%.
His audience is worth
podcast
that
app
much
Joe
money.
Rogan. I guarantee you could probably get close to that.
The crazy thing about
For
it
an
is,
ad
too,
read.
think of from a business standpoint. Are you going to pay that money if you don't earn that back in value?
I was just gonna say, I wonder what Honey's ROI is on that. I wonder if they have
100%.
good I wonder if they actually like gain value from that.
If
or
they do,
just fucking...
They're probably going to
I feel
continue to
like-
do it, and that's probably why they're investing into it. Because even though it's
Yeah.
a high upfront cost to us, you got to think about the returns over the long run.
Yeah.
100%, it could
It's
be
probably
worthwhile.
fat.
Why would they continue
Yeah.
to do it if it wasn't worthwhile?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. David Dobrik's a really good example of that too. Like he had a continuing sponsorship with like SeatGeek. Like he would literally call up SeatGeek, be like, "If I do an ad read, will you buy me a car?" And they're like, "Yep, okay."
Wow.
And they would every single time. They obviously were making a significant amount of money from his like code.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, according to this, he gets an average of $55,000 per day from ads that run on his videos, because he gets about 11 million views per day from different sources.
That's fucking crazy.
So 55,000 a day from the ads.
Yeah, that man is on track to beat PewDiePie.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well,
If that day will come one day, and I think that will be the day that PewDiePie retires.
he might be able, at a certain point, I'm not even kidding you, if he works with the right people, he could be able to start his own, like, private venture and go into, like, an actual business with it. If he just owns
That's
media.
what-
Like, think about it.
Yeah, that's what David Dobrik's doing too. Back to David, freaking, he is starting like that Dispo app because like he did like a kind of like a trial run where like he just like put it out and like it was just like a disposable camera thing, and now he's turning into a social media platform. And I guarantee with his audience, he can fucking probably pull it, and it will turn out to be a successful and just like brand.
Yeah.
Damn.
Bradley,
What was that?
That is crazy.
Brad, how has your investments been looking recently?
Honestly, haven't even looked.
Bring them up, bro. I'm curious. Because
Alright.
generally, I feel like the market's been doing pretty good.
Definitely
We
been
will-
doing pretty decent.
There has
will
been
bring
shifting
'em
of
up.
capital, though, a lot in the market recently.
So
Yeah,
while
dude.
So
Not a
while I
big
bring
tech.
this up, Jake, how does one, for everybody listening, or for anybody who is not the most knowledgeable on this subject, how does one just jump into the stock market?
Okay, so I'm sure a lot of people, maybe not,
Robinhood.
have been seeing a lot of
Don't use Robinhood.
a lot of advertisements for basically brokerages that you can, you know, get free stocks if you join and all that sort of stuff. And those are great, but over the long run, they're not, because there's times when the whole app goes down and you can't even access your account and your basic money, and you lose some money. And it's just not reliable. So I personally, I'm talking about Robinhood for anyone who is curious. I personally started on Robinhood, but I've transitioned now over into Fidelity, and I enjoy it a lot better. Ooh.
Me as well, as I have done the same exact move, transfer.
And I just feel like over the long run, it's going to pay off, because it's commission-free trading on Fidelity as well, and the service is just overall better. And, you know, you can, I just like Fidelity personally. You can do a lot with your accounts, depending on what you set up. And for everyone who is listening, who's like over the age of 18, right now, the smartest thing you can do, if you haven't already, open up a Roth IRA. And I would recommend, like I just said, doing it through Fidelity, or really any brokerage, but a Roth IRA is basically a tax-deferred account, so you can grow your money, compound interest without tax, and you will be able to get that money when you're 65 or older. And you will, if you start below like 25, you're almost guaranteed market averages to be a millionaire. So it's like wise.
Yeah, it's fucking like, and especially if you're choosing your own stocks, like market averages, but like as Jake has found out, and I have found out, like, and if you watch YouTube, you can beat the market averages. Like, there's, like, I don't know. And playing long-term growth, really, like, I don't know. You're pretty much fine. Like, you'll be good if you invest in a Roth IRA.
Yeah, and now looking at Brad's, well, I don't want to speak on his investments because they're not my investments to speak on, but I'm liking what he's got. Look at his total gain loss percentage, bro.
This is literally what you set me up with the day I opened it, and I have not done anything.
It's
as
funny
far
because
as buying, selling since
I
then.
remember when I was in Tapestry, I sold out of Tapestry, and that's your highest.
How do you see his investments?
It's on the screen right now, Trent.
It's on the screen, brother.
Bro,
sure?
that's crazy.
I shared my screen.
That's crazy to me, Brad. Right now, all I'm saying, a lot of those are up heavy. I would try to trim personally, like reallocate. Unless you want to keep going with those, you can do whatever. Are those in an investment account? Oh no, those are in a Roth IRA. I see right there. Never mind.
I should just sell them. They're all up. Might as well just sell them all.
Don't sell. I wouldn't sell all, but like if you trim, you can basically solidify your gains and just play with house money at that point. Like think about it. You made 120% of you invested. Your cost basis per share total was $12. You made 27 total. So if you take 12 out of that, you have what? 15 left, and that's all house money. Like you just made that $15. You know what I'm saying?
Where are you looking?
On your TPR.
That's realized money.
That's realized
on
money.
my what?
TPR.
Dude, I don't know why I can't see the screen right now. I'm like very confused.
It's like your third stock, Brad.
This
I
one?
still see
No,
Dylan and
down.
Brad.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
Oh.
Look at the total gain loss. You're 120%. So you've made $14.91 total. So if you take out, do you see over at the far right where it says cost basis total?
Yeah.
$12.38. If you take out $12.38, basically you have that $14.91 left to play in that thing, and that's all house money. Like there's zero risk at that point.
Oh. Well, I get what you're saying though.
Because then you have the money that you basically purchased into it back.
Real talk.
Real talk. Yeah, I gotta get back
on
into
the
it.
conversation of stocks. You want to give us kind of your opinion on Tesla going on the S&P 500 and what it means for Tesla, and in your opinion, as moving forward here.
Yeah.
On the record.
Yeah, so on the record about this, this is great institutional investment into Tesla, and this is the first that we're seeing of any big index getting into Tesla stock and holding it as part of their index. And it's crazy because this is a very unusual kind of listing on the S&P 500. They're doing it more than a month in advance because this is taking place, I think, on December 21st. So more than a month in advance, and usually they do this like a couple of days before the reallocation. So they usually would have done it December, 10th to the 17th or something like that. So it's pretty crazy, and it's definitely great news for any shareholders out there. The stock is up after hours, I think up 14%, so that's pretty nice. And it should be continued growth until they get into the S&P, just because of the long-term potential for Tesla as well as, just a lot of the innovation that we're seeing in batteries. They're literally transforming the worlds of batteries tenfold. They're going to be completely like doing brand new things with batteries that have never been done before, and just completely making those much better for society in a total. And I'm super excited for the company, and that's why they're my biggest investment. If you're interested in learning more, check me out on the YouTube, Interesting Investing. Self-promo, no hate. But,
No hate, just love.
Yeah, I'm very excited for Tesla, and it means a lot for the shareholders. It's going to be probably definitely tens of billions of dollars more into the company, so it's going to be nice.
Yes. It made me very happy tonight.
Yeah.
For sure.
Did you see those MindMed gains as well?
Yes, I did, and I saw that I got over $1, so I'm hoping when I get on Fidelity tomorrow, it actually lets me buy.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm gonna
you
buy
weren't
more.
You weren't able to get in on Fidelity?
No, yeah, on Fidelity, it was telling me because they were under $1, you had to do some, I don't fucking even know. I don't know what the fuck any of that shit means half the time.
Oh, okay.
But you couldn't buy it, like, regularly.
That's crazy, because Trent and I must have gotten in before they placed that hold on there.
Literally, bro, like, I did that shit, and then, like, the next time I tried to buy, like, cheap-ass shits, like, under $1, got the red warning, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was very unfortunate, because I was ready to, like, go in.
Right now,
It's upsetting.
On my Interactive Brokers account, I turned a $296 investment into MindMed.
This is crazy.
Into $900 so far, and I'm not selling anytime soon because I feel like that definitely has my potential.
100%.
I invested into them when they were a $40 million company.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude, I'm already up 120% in them fuckers.
And they're definitely more long term than what we see.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're already up 120%, and they're like this is looking like 5-10 years.
Yep. Brad, I would try to get into MindMed. Add them to your watch list. MMEDF.
Wait, hang on. I gotta go back in there.
I'm gonna give them a look tomorrow. Hopefully nothing prevents me from getting in there.
Yeah, so...
What is it?
MMEDF.
MMEDF. What the hell? Shit's bugging.
Hit the search bar and type in MMEDF.
Oh, alright, shit. I don't know. Can I just do it from here?
Maybe.
I'm already right here. MMEDF. MMEDF. My medicine support. No, go back.
109, baby. There it is. Yeah, I love me some MindMed and all of the psychedelic stocks for that matter, especially under the Joe Biden presidency. Oregon just legalized all drugs. Very progressive movement out there, and we're gonna see how it goes. Statistics don't lie. We're gonna see. We're gonna have to see as far as the U.S., but it has worked in Portugal. So
Oregon wasn't the first place to do that. It was actually Oakland, California. They legalized all drugs.
Really?
I think, honestly, it might have been this year, it might have been in 2019, but yes, in Oakland, California, all drugs are decriminalized.
Wow.
Fair enough. Well,
I guess decriminalized and legal are two separate things.
yeah. But
because decriminalized means that they can still fine you up to a certain extent.
Yeah, I think you just have to do it within their operations. You have to go to them for it. It's not legal still off the street.
True.
Well, if they catch you with it, you can't have over a certain amount and shit like that.
Oh, okay. So if you get prescribed that as
unless if you have a medical thing that says you can have it, obviously you're fine. But if you have it and you don't have that, then you're still gonna be fined up to a certain amount.
I gotcha.
And then they can fine you.
True.
Brad,
where the hell is my watch list?
Do you see that Active Trader Pro? Honestly, you're on a good part of the website. If you click that thing is pretty handy dandy.
Yeah.
I think I have it.
ATP.
This might make you fall in love with investing.
Become a trader.
This is how you become a man. Oh, you do have it.
Yeah.
Brad, your background is sick.
Yeah, Goddamn smite gods on there, boy.
Dude, I don't know why I can't see your screen. My shit's fucking black.
Trent, your
You're
shit
bugging.
is broken. It's very unfortunate. It's pretty badass. He's got a Smite background. And it's got like all the gods scattered throughout it.
I've seen it
It's
before.
black
It is
and
pretty
white.
fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, what is the
Having the same
password?
experience as the listeners.
That is true.
Oh yeah, Trent's acting like the listeners.
I can't see it.
This doesn't get posted
What
to
I
YouTube.
No, I don't post
The video. We
show.
can't post the video.
Damn. Well,
I mean, we could, but that's just too much work, and I already have enough.
Right
work
there,
to do.
MMEDF.
True.
all right.
So, change 17 cents.
Yeah, they went up 20% today almost.
That's wild.
Yep. It's because they got more
Fat
approval.
gains.
They got another stage further in their clinical trial to treat ADHD with microdosing LSD.
See, look at that.
Yep.
Total gain loss, $35.46.
You're at a 48% gain right now, total gain loss. That's pretty good for just starting out. Like, you
Hey,
can't ask for
ballin'.
much better than that.
Ballin'. I'm going to sell everything tomorrow. Make my money. I'm a profit.
Honestly, I
I'm
would.
selling everything.
Trent, if you had to trim Brad's position, if you were in his position starting out, what would you do? Oh, you can't see it.
Okay, I can't see, but this is how you
He-
grow your money, dude. You realize profits. I grew mine. Like, I've grown my shit pretty decent, and how I just was doing it was, I literally would just fucking find a good company, put in as much money as I had, like disperse through a few, and then once they made shit, I took it out, and then I would put them in the ones I actually believed in.
Yeah.
So like super long term.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
That's a good way to do it.
like, yeah, it's pretty lit. Because when you trim those gains, like, you realize that money, and then like you can still stay in that company if you want to, but then
Yeah.
like you can put more money like into the market. I don't know. It's pretty lit.
Yeah. Realized gains are important for investing.
No, I gotta hop into it.
It's a fun thing to fall into.
Very true. I do love me some stonks.
That one was good. That one's gotta be it. Let me do it. That one was gold. I'm sorry. That one was hilarious when I sent you guys out.
Oh, well, I have some Pokemon card news today.
Let's hear it.
I went to a new card set just came out. Yeah, a new card set just came out. It's called Vivid Voltage. It's got a Pikachu on the front of it. It's pretty sweet. Pikachu finally got some love.
I saw that shit on
Pikachu.
TikTok.
I'm distracting.
And, All the boxes, everything are completely sold out, like everywhere. Like they sold out stupid quick because Logan Paul like completely inflated the Pokemon card market, and everybody's scalping it and shit on eBay, which is very annoying because I'm just trying to like open a couple packs here and there. But I went to this one like toy shop in like Shadyside, and because I saw on like the Pokemon website that they were like one of the places that are kind of partnered with Pokemon to get stuff. And I'm like, I guarantee nobody like just goes to this random toy shop. I went in there and they had it just right in the case. And I was like, told you, I knew it.
Tell it's you.
Wow.
And I got it, and I was very happy. I didn't really get anything that good out of it, but I got a couple pretty hot pulls. I got like a $300 card the other day,
God damn.
It's crazy.
which I was pretty
That's
happy
pretty
about.
nice.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
It's way
honestly.
better than all of my
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards combined. I'm at like 200.
I never looked for those.
Brad, I was really
upset
hoping that
again.
you were going to because you said last
Gotta
podcast.
ask Deb.
I know. I gotta ask my mom.
Oh,
I
I
never
really
found
hope
them.
that my sister
I never looked.
Ellie looks for the rest of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards because I'm sure I have more.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards also sell for a pretty penny sometimes.
Yeah, I had some blue
But
eyes.
very specific ones. Like,
Yeah,
they reprinted the Blue Eyes White Dragon like a million times. You have to have
Yeah.
like a very specific one.
yeah, I know. I was looking at the codes of some of mine, and I have the most expensive Yu-Gi-Oh card of all time is one of the cards that I have, just a different version of it. I think I have like the second release of it. it's still worth like $13, I think, or 14, but it's not worth the most.
That's how they get you.
Yep.
Because, like, the actual base set Charizard, like, in perfect condition is, like, worth, like, a couple $100,000 right now.
That's stupid.
That's ridiculous.
The market is,
I can't believe
like,
that.
stupid inflated right now for Charizards for some reason.
Dark Charizards.
If you can get the Dark Charizard, sells for probably close to, like, $500 at the moment.
That is insane.
Oh my god.
Crazy shit out here.
Abe's probably got a fucking $1 million. I should let him know if he doesn't know.
He probably knows. If he still looks into it at all anymore, it's pretty easily to tell that
But what if he
things
just doesn't
been
look at it?
inflated.
Well, true, but yeah.
There will be a bubble pop. I don't know when this bubble pop will happen, but it will happen.
Like
People
most
will
things.
forget about it.
Yeah, when there's a huge spike in value, a lot of times there's a deflation afterwards.
People will forget about it.
Unless you're
And
revolutionary.
then something will happen again in a couple years, and it will pop back up, and we'll just keep doing that.
Very true.
Very, very
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin's been hot recently.
I have a
Bitcoin.
friend from college who is like a majority of like his investments are in Bitcoin at the moment.
That's hype. They're up 70% for me in my account.
Hell yeah.
I've talked about them on the channel as well. If y'all were wondering.
Bitcoin is hype. I bought a lot of weed with Bitcoin
Hell yeah.
back in my sophomore year because I was just using my computer to mine it, and that was back before the bubble pop. Like when it hit 20K, and me and my friend from school were making a good amount of money just using like nice hash or whatever.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
I
that
never
you
did
could
any
just-
of that.
How did you?
Yeah, I was literally
mine
making
it?
like Dude, you literally just download a program and you just like when your computer idles, it just mines it. I was making $60 a week when like it was stupid hot.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
'Cause-
wild.
Now it's a lot harder to make money because a lot more people are mining it. So like the amount that you're getting is a lot smaller due to like how many people, like the amount of it that's being like mined.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot harder to make money nowadays unless you have like a shit ton of miners and shit like
and
that.
they're decreasing every couple years. They have
Yeah, they have to.
of bitcoins that exist.
Huh. That's crazy.
The
What if,
happening.
That's how
So
it creates
that's
value
funny.
because it's scarce, and they decrease the scarcity. Actually, it's a decentralized process.
Huh.
Decentralization would be fucking wild in the government. Imagine a decentralized government. That's like possibilities of finally reaching like alien type life forms. Because eventually the public's gonna wake up and realize that we need all the information we have right now that's existent on aliens, and then we can go interact with them and become multiplanetary and then be fucking badass.
Hell yeah.
big
I
trip.
have two quick things about Bitcoin and we can be done with it.
And then
Both
on
of
to
them have to do
aliens.
two of them have to do with theft of Bitcoin. The first one was back like before like it hit 20K and everything. NiceHash, which is like one of the major mining sites, got hacked, and someone stole like I want to say it was something ridiculous, like $40 million worth of Bitcoin from like all the accounts and everything. Like they did something where they somehow like got NiceHash to send them like a PayPal thing, and they I don't know, somehow they got like $40 million worth of Bitcoin out of it.
What the hell?
And I went on my NiceHash the other day, and they're still paying me back from that.
Really?
Like they still have not paid back all those people. Like they were supposed to have paid me back like in 2018. They're still like giving very small amounts every like couple months.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah. The other one is North Korea actually has a shit ton of stolen Bitcoin. Like they have like a whole bunch of like these like weird kind of like office buildings where there's just a bunch of like scammers who like scam Bitcoin out of people, and they use it to buy like black market like military weapons and stuff like that.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, that's just
That's
crazy.
low-key a badass business model. Just hire people to try to scam people for Bitcoin.
Yeah, they've
wild.
made like
What
the
fuck?
one back when I learned about it. At that point in time, they had like $50 million worth of Bitcoin or something that they had stolen.
That's fucking
That was
crazy.
on record.
Trent, let's
Jesus.
get into it. Passive income.
Oh my god. Dude, that would be fucking. Yeah.
If you start one of those call centers, you could probably scam a lot of old ladies, but that's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Very true.
What about a
grandma was
mining
just talking to me about
factory?
There's a
Mining
There's a
factory,
lot of like
bunch
mining
fucking-
farms like that. There's one in New York actually. This dude like in the early days of Bitcoin, like he found out, and he lives in a town that uses only hydroelectricity, and their electricity is free there. So he doesn't have to pay for electricity, so he uses that to run his Bitcoin farm, and he's like a multi-millionaire from just
That's so smart.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for him. He
Way to be
recognized the trend
smart. Yeah,
early.
that's such a smart
Yeah.
opportunity given his
yeah.
environment.
There's in Iceland too. There's a bunch of them like up in like
Yep.
the really cold
Because
parts
they
of
have
Iceland.
geothermal energy way beneath all that ice. Believe it or not, it's very good source.
Yeah,
of
and
energy.
they use the outside to cool the like the mining units and everything,
Ooh.
like to cool
Yeah,
the
because
computers.
it's cold as hell out there. That's so awesome. I didn't know that. Yeah, they run on
That's
98% or geothermal energy. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Renewables. Hashtag
God
end
bless
phase.
the fucking
Hashtag
Vikings.
Tesla.
The dames.
The dames.
Ew. The Swedes, the fucking Nords.
The Polacks.
Nah, the Polak, dude. You know, like a majority of the Polish population is racist against Jewish people.
Really?
Where did you get that
Yeah.
information from?
Look it up. Look at their political party. It's literally like a far right, like Nazi party.
What?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Okay,
Polish. I'm
I'll
not
look
gonna
it
lie.
He is
There's a
well.
lot of Nazis in Poland.
That is.
Are these the
interesting.
people in Pittsburgh?
Probably there's a lot of Polish people in Pittsburgh.
Polish people.
Maybe that's what
placed
it is.
themselves in Pittsburgh to protest against Pansy pondering.
Yeah.
Thinking.
The main one is the liberalism, social liberal. What? Okay. No, that's their ideologies. What the fuck? Oh, it's in Polish. I don't know how to read that. Can you give it to me in English?
Doesn't Google have a translate feature on Chrome?
Probably. They have a shit ton of political parties. I'm not gonna read through all this, but I know for a fact there's a lot of like far right like shit happening in Poland. And it makes sense because Poland got taken over by the Germans and they were under that
Regime.
for a little bit,
Yeah.
and that shit doesn't go away. Like
Yeah.
that shit affects your country for a long period of time.
Yeah. Big true.
Terrible.
Oh yeah, here it is, the Law and Justice Party in Poland.
Law and justice. That sounds really aggressive.
Yeah, that sounds like Law and Order.
That sounds like no smoking weed zone. Fucking overrun by just cops
Yo,
and
Brad,
red lights everywhere.
Yeah, what's up?
you been using conditioner for your hair, bro?
Yes, sir.
What you been using? Any leave-in?
Yeah, I've been using the stuff my sister. I've been using the one brand that I sent you the picture of that you used to use when we lived together. But then I switched
Hey.
over to this one my sister gave me that she had like leftover. She didn't use anymore. It was, I think it was Garnier Fructis. It was just a leave-in.
Ooh.
So I've been shampooing every other day, but then leave-in conditioning every day.
Yes, sir.
It's been silky.
Do you know the old trick with conditioner?
What's that?
You put it in at the first thing you do when you get in the shower. Let it sit.
Why is that?
It sits and merges into your hair better. The longer it sits, the better it reacts with your hair.
Yeah, but I use leave-in, so when I get out of the shower, I rub it in and then let it dry.
Okay, that's fine, but okay, never mind then. I guess. You don't rinse any conditioner like in the shower out of your hair?
No, because I use leave-in.
Okay.
I only use leave-in.
You put the leave-in in the shower.
No, leave-in out of the shower.
Okay.
I get out of the shower.
Yeah. I got you.
Wait. You're telling me you put conditioner, the soapy fucking conditioner, in your hair, and then leave it in there?
No, it's leave-in conditioner, so it's not soap.
Do you use any conditioner in the shower though?
No.
Okay.
Which I probably should, but I don't. But I probably don't.
I've never heard of leave-in conditioner.
Is what I meant to say.
I use leave-in conditioner for my curls. I'm a fan of leave-in conditioner and regular conditioner. All conditioners are good. IMO.
I don't know. There's probably a better system to do it. There's probably a better way, but that's the way I've been doing it for a while, and it seems to work.
I wonder what Jackson's hair routine is. Like, I know he has shorter hair now, but like when he had his mane, I wanted to know. Like,
I don't know what Justin's is.
Ooh, very true. Juicy's got a very thick head of hair right now.
He does. He's got very good hair.
Very true. Very true.
Anyway, the only reason I brought that up is because your hair's looking nice tonight.
Thank you. Here,
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir.
Take the headband out.
You kind of remind me of like Clay Matthews a little bit, like early day Clay Matthews.
Very true.
I wish, baby. I wish.
Isn't that kind of what he looked like? Like he had shaggy blonde hair.
Yeah.
I wish. It's getting there. It's getting nice. It's finally...
Put a helmet on and start running around with a football.
I should. It's finally hit the point to where it's long enough to where it just like really goes back effectively and not like awkwardly stays up in the front. Like it's formed now. It's got the mold to just get pushed back and stay there, which is...
That's good.
Yeah. That's what I wanted.
Good. That's how you need it.
Yes. It's been good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you guys win in fantasy this week?
Nope.
Didn't even look.
I think I am beating you, Brad.
Oh, we played each other?
Yes.
I did not.
Unless somehow my one player gets like 40 points, but I don't see that happening.
I have
Jackson's nothing to lose,
bro, with Kareem Hunt, the dude who he didn't want to trade me Josh Allen for, and I had used Josh Allen against him too.
Kareem
Hunt. 6 points in the third quarter. I don't think he's getting 34 points anytime soon.
Tragic.
Hate to see it.
Actually needs 35 points.
I'm over fantasy already. I was over fantasy 3 weeks ago.
Bro, you can't be last though. Next
I don't
year,
give a shit.
next year we have to like do something soon. Where next year we already agree, like right now, we'll all like agree to something right now, so that by next year the one who loses has to do something. Like
we should do that this year, anyways.
No, because it's already looking glim for some people. Glim.
Well, it's definitely looking glim for me, but I'm down.
That's very true. It's glim for me as
there's
well.
literally 1 week I remember when I looked at it and it was Dylan like 5-0 or whatever, or 7-0, and the rest of us were 3-4, 3-4, 3-4. Or something like that. It's like all the same.
Changed up a little bit. Jackson had a hot run and then he got shit on this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andrew's gonna move to second place and I'll still hold first for 1 week if I can not get shit on next week.
Bro, I'm fifth. I'm
Wow.
just above Tickle Picklers. Brad,
Wait,
you're
so I'm in
actually
last?
ahead of me and you, technically. Yeah, because Trent,
So-
it goes by the secondary score after like your actual like rank. Like I'm 3, 5, and 1. Is
Yeah.
the points for?
Yeah, I have terrible points for.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, I think so. I think I do too.
Yeah, yours is pretty bad, but it's a little better than mine. It's like 70 better than mine.
Top plays out here.
Well, I tried to
teams
make a good team.
Went to the
but-
injury reserve land. It's probably over.
Yeah, all my people died.
Yeah, my first and second rounds died, but we're back in it. They're back in it now, kinda.
As long as I have what's his face, Derrick Henry. He didn't do this that well this week, but Derrick Henry usually fucking murder blasted it.
Big true.
Derrick Henry's a tank.
Yeah, you also have
Yeah,
fucking
he is
Dalvin
a
Cook,
freak.
motherfucker.
Very true.
He
You know
scored
what?
46 points on me. I remember that clear as day. They're playing right now. I wonder who's winning. Big real soccer. But yeah, Dalvin Cook slaps.
So as we're working into the later part of this episode, I was thinking about this earlier, and I told Trent for season 2, and I don't know why I'm saying we because this is my first time on it. But anyway, for SDP, you guys should totally.
Wait a minute, bud.
Season 3, you guys should make it like the season of the guest, and like maybe do like a thing where like every other week you have a guest on, because guests I feel like are dope, and I think like bringing in more like personalities and like talking to them. I don't know. That's just something that I was thinking would be cool. So
This is
I
Becker. We
I
want you
definitely
on
want
here.
to do that, but it's difficult to get people on here.
I'm sure.
It seems.
Yeah. I
Very
don't know.
true.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But we'll figure it out.
Set up an
I don't
online
know.
forum with
We'll
like
just-
a Twitter and just be like, yo,
I want Mrs. Becker.
we out here.
See, that's the thing. We're looking inward. We need to be looking outward. I did see this dude on TikTok who just like fucking invites random people.
Yeah,
And he talks to them for like a minute for like a TikTok.
that'd be cool.
We can do something like that.
Trying to reach
is
out
that
on
that
TikTok
political
would be
kid?
cool.
Don't even have to
That'd
be
be-
the whole episode either. We could do a segment like we did with Chucky.
Yeah.
Like we don't got to make them feel like they, you know what I mean? And it might even be better that way. It might even be better to bring them in, talk to them for 15, 20 minutes, have a couple questions set up. They answer the questions, tell us what's going on, and then we just
All right,
Yeah.
Let 'em
speaking
pop
of
out.
I
questions,
feel like that would fit the socially distant thing as well.
very
Like
true.
interviewing people from random locations.
exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Dude, I can go on TikTok live and we could just get a random person from like across the country. I get like people from like fucking Randomville, USA. Like
Just put out a TikTok every week.
You could go on Omegle, but you see a
that
lot of
would be
winners.
funny, dude.
That might
Hey,
work.
Do you want to be on the socially distant podcast? Blah blah blah.
Dude, honestly, I might do that. Like, fuck it for the next one, and then every week, season
That'd be
3.
fun.
Or
We could do it.
What are we at right now? 34. So we got 6 more episodes.
I'm telling you, try to just try to branch out a little more and try to get more guests. Season 3, that'd be lit. Try to set some up preemptively, like send some texts out now, some emails. You know, try to set a date. Maybe. I don't know. I've never
My sister
managed
would
this
hop
and
in
never
for
done this.
sure.
I'm sure it's really hard to link up 4 different schedules. So.
Yeah, it is. I think that's one of the big things, and it's also like it's hard to you can't really pre-record because most stuff we're talking about is like on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we're talking about shit from like 3 weeks ago, like
Very true.
it's
Very
very
true.
hard in the era where what happened yesterday doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the one
Very
I don't know. There was one week where we recorded, and then for some reason we were trying to record like 3 days later, and
yeah.
I was like, I don't even know what we were talking about. We just talked about shit 3 days ago.
Was it
So that's where it gets rough.
the one when we were in Jackson's Trappy?
No, I think it was like sooner.
That
I think it was earlier.
Trappy
That was a good time. That was a really
Trappy
good
was
time.
fun.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
SDP
I
After
liked that one a
Dark.
lot.
I don't know what number it was, but whatever it was,
It wasn't a number. That was
Special
the only
edition.
one that wasn't numbered.
that was a special edition. Go back, listen to
That's
that
a
one for a little different experience if you're looking for more guest information. You know,
That one just be hitting different.
that one do be
alright?
hitting a bit different. A little bit.
That one was
That
just
one
hitting
got a good
different.
amount of listens. That one got good feedback
Let's go.
altogether.
Nah, that was good. That was fun.
I loved.
liked that
I was telling Trent this earlier. I also loved how last week, Dylan, you said something about your trip into Jackson's thing with the chickens. That was
That was hilarious, but it was also disturbing at the
It's
same time.
disturbing, but it's just it gets me for some
I was like,
reason.
what?
like I could
It
just
was
imagine
literally,
walking
like,
into the
probably-
middle part. It just.
It was probably like 12 years ago at this point.
I cannot believe that.
I guess that was.
Yeah, they have that chicken coop is still there. I'm pretty. Maybe not anymore after they left, but it was there when before they moved out of the house. It's probably haunted by those frozen chickens.
I know. can't imagine walking in there and seeing your chickens frozen. Like,
I think he knew about it, honestly, because like he brought me in there.
Jesus Christ. Like, once they're frozen, what are you gonna do? Like, you might as well play a prank on
I don't remember if he was shocked or not.
What if you just like brought a hairdryer out, unfroze them, and they were perfectly fine?
That'd be wild.
Well, that's what I said. I was like,
Yeah.
what happens if you just walk in there and try to de-thaw 'em? Like, are they dead, or if they just frozen?
See, what I'm thinking happened though is they died of like hunger,
Yeah.
and then they froze.
That could be.
Well, now we'll never know.
So I think they already had a death, and then I don't think there's any bringing them back from that death.
Oh no.
Now we will
Rest in
never
peace.
know. That is kind of funny though. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's pretty hilarious.
It is what it is.
Hey,
It's just
Sorry for the animal lovers
story's
out there.
filled with imagery. I can visualize it very easily. It's like, dude.
It is something very easy to visualize.
Oh man,
Oh my lord, good times.
good times.
Good.
There been anything else in the news going on?
I don't believe so.
Anything
Honestly.
crazy?
Not too much.
Just been chilling. Wow. Corona's still, kicking, but
Yeah.
34 weeks in, ain't nothing changing.
Yeah, I'm supposed to come home for Thanksgiving.
Hey.
Hopefully,
Let's
What day you
go.
gonna be back?
I'm gonna be home like Wednesday to Saturday.
Oh shit, that's
Nice.
good.
Wait, like 2 days from now?
No.
No,
like
when Thanksgiving comes
week.
around.
Hell yeah. Boys, I got some news. There's some hot topics actually that I forgot about.
What's up?
Well, one Moderna stock. They had a fucking. They say that they have a vaccine that's 94.9% effective.
Okay.
What was the Pfizer one? How effective was that one?
90.
Ooh.
See, that's what I'm saying. But like, that shit's
What
crazy.
happens with that other 6% you die?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe you turn into.
They're
a
probably gonna
mutant
just keep
soldier?
refining it. If I had to guess.
I like
Jake, remember when I said I was gonna hop in Moderna?
Bro, I used to be in Moderna in like 2017 when I first opened my Robinhood account. All I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not in that anymore. That's like, I didn't know anything about that company. I just bought it because
It's
it was
true.
popular on Robinhood, you know?
Yeah, true.
Do your research before buying stock. And learn more about your companies at Interesting Investing.
To this day, I still don't. I mean, because the stock market is probably unordinary at the moment. It's probably doing weird things that it hasn't done in the
Oh,
past.
for sure, because there's
because
always
of-
different things going on.
With like the state of the world at the moment, everything's kind of chaotic. So I would expect the stock market to be the same. It's just some of the stuff that happens in the world. Like I look at the stock market, it's up like 400. I'm like, nobody cares. Okay, we're just gonna we're just gonna continue on.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, the
Like
second
there's
wave-
cities like locking down again and everything, and like back in March, when that happened, the fucking stock market crashed. Like it's
Yeah.
just people are like, I don't know, fucking either very hopeful or desensitized to it.
Yeah. I think the market's just pricing in a vaccine right now.
Yeah.
They priced it in so much that like they're thinking so too far in the future. I don't know. But
Yeah, I don't know enough about the economic side, but at least from like the political side of things, like it's just weird.
yeah.
Just because like if you look at like when usually like when the presidency switches, there's like the market goes all over the place because it's volatile, and it's weird that like this is the worst like transition between presidents in history, and
Yeah.
nothing really insane is occurring at the moment.
That's very true. Well, don't jinx it, Dylan.
I know I'm not gonna jinx it. It could definitely get really bad really fucking quick, but
Very true.
hopefully that situation doesn't happen. It's just interesting that, like, some of these things aren't really doing anything to anyone. And then there's literally millions of people struggling to survive, and the stock market is doing okay.
Yeah.
It just doesn't represent the actual economic state of this country at the moment in any way, shape, or form.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because the middle class and the lower class are quickly becoming one thing. And that's not a good situation.
Ain't never good.
Ghost Rider.
The freaking proletariat and the bourgeoisie. Birds.
No birds.
No bourgeoisie. Shout out SDP 33.
I don't know if you guys have gotten ads for it, but I've gotten ads on Instagram before of this company called the Birds Aren't Real, and they're like a t-shirt company, and they make a lot of apparel and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I got
Sounds
that
awesome.
from.
Yeah. Check them out on the Instagram as well as at NUGGET.
I was at a party one time and I saw some kid
Okay.
wearing it, one of those shirts, and I'm like, hey man, I saw that shirt on Instagram. He's like, yep, that's where I saw it. That was the extent of the conversation. Good times. I remember parties.
I remember fun times.
I remember going to the bar.
Alright.
We have to have a gathering for Jake graduating.
True.
And for Dylan being home.
True.
Very true.
And, yo, I got a question. What's like everyone who's in this little STP call right now? So, Brad, Trent, Dylan, what is your guys' favorite gaming memory of all time? I want you guys to think about it. Like, from just
my
like,
God.
like the way that the whole situation just unfolded, the way that you reacted afterwards, and like, just like looking back on it.
I have like very memorable ones, but I don't know
if I have one that really like stands out.
Yeah, me either.
I definitely have several that stand out.
I have one of my most memorable, and I've definitely told on this podcast, and I've said it many of times, is when I prayed to God for the first time in my entire life, and the last time, to try to get Super Mario Sunshine to work.
That is pretty funny, buddy.
One of my most memorable ones was the night that myself, Jackson, Justin, and Dylan, or no, Jackson wasn't with us. It was me, Dylan, Justin, and Derek. We stayed up probably till like 3 or 4 in the morning. We were playing in Black Ops 2 Zombies. We were playing Origins. And we made it to round 37, and I was the last one alive. There was zombies upon zombie spawning, and the round was probably 20-25 minutes in, and the round still wasn't over. And Justin convinced me to like make a really ballsy move, so I tried it and I died. And Dylan and Derek were both they were both away from their Xboxes at the moment. Derek went to go get something to eat or something to drink, and I think Dylan left for some reason. It was just me and Justin was exhausted. He was like, "Just do it, and I did it, and I died, and I was very upset.
Fire rips out here.
That was one of the ones that sticks in my mind a lot.
I had one pop into my mind.
What's that?
I would always come over to your house, Jake, and we would fucking play fucking Rocket League or Smite.
Yeah.
Or
When we
Ark,
play
bro.
Rocket League
Remember the
or
Brood Mother?
Ark. Oh my God, I forgot about that. That was probably
That shit was
one of the
crazy. I was thinking
craziest
about
things.
that, but I
Is
think.
that Ark?
Hold on, I'll let you finish and then I'll transition to mine.
So mine would just be when we would just play doubles in fucking Rocket League, and then fucking one of us would score a goal, and it would be the most hype thing ever. We'd turn around, there's music blaring, and we would just fist bump so fucking hard, and then we would fucking keep up playing, and I'll never forget it.
It was badass. Oh, Those are good.
That was good.
times. We'll get those
Those were
going
fun.
again after COVID, bro. But mine, I think for sure, had to be Destiny days when we were playing. And one time, I think it was Derek who first said it, when we were running up on the cave where the shrine things would like explode and you'd have to just run quick through it. Right after we got done with that part and past the chest, Derek was like, "Don't worry, guys, Jake soloing left." And everyone just started dying, and I just muted my mic because I was like frustrated with it. But you know, that was like I was a creature of habit, and I would always say that. So you just called me out on it. But
we'd be
good old times.
going in. We'd be walking in. I could solo left. I could solo left here. And we're like, okay.
Destiny was just so fun. I miss the good old days of Destiny. There were so many good games, especially Ark back in the day. Ark. That was a good times on Ark.
One of my favorite Destiny memories, it was me, Andrew, and Justin. We found some dude to lag switch Crota for us.
Oh.
And we brought him in at the last second, and he just like, I got you, lag switch, Crota fell off the edge, and we got all the loot.
That's badass. What'd you get from it?
And I don't even know. We literally every single week we'd message him, "Hey, can you join our lobby real quick?" Like when we would get to Crota, and he would join when we were at Crota. We'd run in, he'd lag a switch, and Crota would fall off, and we were done with Crota for the week.
That's ridiculous.
And then he started playing that Neverwinter game, and then he never stopped, and now he's still probably playing it to this day.
Damn, bro, he's
That's
probably hella
hilarious.
high level.
I guarantee it.
All right, another question. What was your favorite overall exotic in Destiny? Whether it's an armor piece or a weapon.
Icebreaker.
Black hammer.
What was that,
Is
Brad?
that a weapon?
Ice hammer. Icebreaker. I said ice
Icebreaker?
hammer.
Ice hammer.
Yeah, black
Yeah,
hammer.
they
Black,
called it
black
Black
hammer was a
Hammer.
legendary.
No, they called it the
legendary.
Black Hammer after because it moved up into exotic later.
Oh,
They turned it into an exotic
all right.
because it was too powerful.
It wasn't exotic. It wasn't exotic when I played. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, you're right. I was thinking the icebreaker anyways.
The Icebreaker. was
Icebreaker.
bad.
But I also like the black hammer as well.
Black hammer was real good.
Black Hammer was
I
nice.
only had Destiny on Xbox 360, so I don't really remember much.
Dang.
Destiny free to play is out now.
Really?
Destiny Beyond Light.
Is that without, like, you don't have to buy the fucking DLC for the missions and shit?
No, it's like a completely like standalone thing. I'm 90% sure.
So you don't...
That's
Like
cool.
it, you can still keep playing Destiny 2, but like you can get Destiny Beyond Light, and it's just like specific like things are either made or like it's focused in like specific missions and stuff.
That might be the play.
So you don't get all the content, but you get like specific things
That's cool.
for the free to play stuff.
If they end up opening up a raid or two, I'm hopping back on.
I would look into it. They might already have that.
If
like,
they have a free raid,
I'm-
bro,
if they're trying to like if they're going to the free to play method, they're probably giving you a good amount of content, and they're
Paying
just expecting
cosmetics.
that you're going to buy the stupid cosmetics.
yeah.
Because Destiny 2 is pretty heavy on you trying to buy those fucking cosmetics.
Well, fuck it, bro. I don't
'Cause
need those things.
It's just loot boxes and everything. I got on Destiny 2 one day, and the whole like tower or whatever the fuck it's called is just full of like different vendors where you can buy fucking shiny skins and stuff with money.
Jesus Christ.
Nothing will be, as much as I love Smite still to this day and play it all the time, nothing will ever be more satisfying though than just loading into Destiny and doing like some of like the daily things, and then logging into your different characters to do like the Vault of Glass, do the Crota, do the
Every
weekly
week.
Nightfall. Yeah,
It
like
was
nothing
like-
was just more satisfying. Than that.
Exactly,
It was just
because
fun.
a lot of times too, like you would sometimes get on at different times than people, and you would be doing it with different people. I remember I played with so many different of you guys, like at different times. Like we would do raids.
Yeah.
A lot of the times we would try to do raids together, but sometimes we couldn't, and sometimes I don't know. Did we ever do a raid? Like, what was the biggest raid together we've ever done? Did we ever do like
Vault.
all of us together? Like who was
Yeah, I remember we did Vaults a lot. Derek would run Titan.
true?
I would run Warlock.
Warlock
We'd always have,
self-res
like-
was nice.
Yeah, we'd always have like how many was it? 5 or
It was 6,
to,
I think.
what was the name for the party? It was like a cool name.
Not the fire team. Fire team was 3.
Yeah, it had a cool name to it. I think it was at 6.
Yeah, for the raids it was.
I think we would always just do it with 5 though. If we only if we didn't have a 6, we would just say screw it.
Yeah, Nolan, Nolan would sometimes play that game with us, and me and him 2-manned the Dark Below.
Yeah. Vault was way harder than Crota.
Dude, I wish I was still into Destiny and like would have never gotten out of it, because some of the new raids look so fucking cool, but they're so complex. And
I know,
stuff.
but that's the fun part of video games. Honestly, my favorite challenges to solve in video games were 100% the raids, because there was such badass.
I wish I was one of those like raid teams at the beginning that were like trying to figure it out and be like the first raid team to beat it.
I was not one of the first, but I was within for sure the top 100 of people getting to the top lighthouse in Trials of Osiris. When that multiplayer thing dropped, you had to go flawless 9-0. Literally, I got on with Nolan. We stomped kids, got perfect all the way, flawless, beautiful chest opening. I
only did it once. Only did it once.
I don't want to talk about it.
You never did it?
I don't want to talk about it.
I think Dylan hacked it.
No, I never beat it. I never won. I fucking sat on LFG literally fucking all for days. Couldn't get a fuck. Literally would get to the last game, they would choke.
Oh, no.
I went on LFG. I was looking for these kids put something out. I swear it literally said something along the lines of like, don't have to be great, just don't feed and listen to us. And I got in there, and the first thing I told the guys, I was like, yeah, guys, listen, I'm not very good. And the one kid's like, it's all good, dude, we'll carry you. And this kid killed everybody. He sat around like corners, lying prone with his sniper rifle, and like he knew perfectly where to look. There was this one map. He's like, make sure if we get this map, we win. There was one map where there was like doors and like stairways that ran through the middle, and he knew exactly where to aim to where like when the door opened, he would pre-fire and shoot the people in the foot as they were coming through the door and knock them. And like he would just line them up. I was like, dude, how do you know? He's like, if you look in this certain spot, he's like, as soon as the door opens, you wait this amount of time, and then you pre-fire your bullet, it'll hit him in the foot, and it'll get downed. And I was like, oh, that's cool. How do you know this? How do you know this?
Nerd versions.
But that kind of stuff. Good times.
I was always a big fan of Crucible and Destiny.
Yeah, it was fun. Shotguns were
Crucible
the biggest game that I got in, or Destiny was the biggest game that I got into shotguns on. Like, I started using shotguns heavy because that was the meta. You gotta play the meta.
That was back. What the fuck was that Xbox like video platform they had when Xbox One first came out?
Upload.
Yeah, Upload. When Upload was big, I was looking through like some of the stuff I had on my YouTube like privated from like those montages and stuff, and Advanced Warfare and Destiny Crucible were super fun to play back then.
Bro, Dylan, I remember
to make montages for Upload.
Did you make a knife montage in Battlefield?
Yeah.
That shit was badass.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I think that was like one of my most viewed videos, was that knifing montage.
Bro, you went off on that shit. I remember you would just run around the map with the knife out and then just stab kids with it. It was nasty.
I just liked Upload because you couldn't like put music in or anything, so you had to record it through your mic, so all the music on Upload was just garbage mic quality.
It's funny.
Good times. I also like the GTA Christmas video we made.
Very true.
It's also a personal favorite when they added first person or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, we were just in the car, like, wasn't one of us driving and the other one was just staring at us, and we had like some funny mask on and we were just crashing into everything. And there was like some nice Christmas music playing.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Good times.
GTA is a good time.
Upload. Dude, we could have been the biggest Upload people on there.
I know, and then they nerfed that platform and took it down.
It was crazy because we actually like talked to some of the people that actually made it into like the Upload creator
turkey
thing.
paste,
like,
bro.
Yeah.
You look pretty cool with turkey.
Fucking that's how I met like the people for like the what the fuck was that?
The inner circle.
Inner Circle.
Yeah, we
Inner Circle,
scammed them out
and-
of some games.
and RGM or whatever, Real Game Media,
That's funny.
like the thing that spun off of that.
Bro, could you put that on your resume? Like, that was pretty...
I wish I wouldn't have broken all ties with them and completely just ghosted them, because I could have totally continued on with them, because they're still going to this day, and they have a pretty, like, not a huge Twitch channel, but it has a couple thousand, like, people, and they have a couple hundred people watching.
Wow.
Like, I would have taken that all day long.
Damn, and you'd probably
But-
be higher up now for sure if you were still
I was
with
not.
them.
I wasn't ready for any of that
That's
shit. I was
true.
still like,
Yeah.
fucking.
And it's...
I wasn't ready for any of those responsibilities.
Yeah, and if you took that on, like, you'd probably be a lot different, have a lot different opportunities and things going on now.
Yeah,
True.
it's just. I don't know. And plus, like, it was just a weird situation anyways, because like most of the time I was literally just scamming them to give, like, you guys like give Jake for the most part game codes.
Yeah. Do you remember that game
So-
that was like some crazy like shooter game for the Kinect that they did on that channel, and I wanted one so bad, and I don't think I got the code.
Yeah, I do remember that. It was like, what the fuck was that?
That shit
game
was
called? I don't
weird.
remember. But somehow I got a code for that. I don't.
Yeah, and I
remember
remember
how,
you
but-
didn't you stream it one time on their thing?
I don't remember. I remember that one time I was playing that Mars
And
game.
you got stuck in a place you for like 30 minutes. You couldn't move past the level. Like you couldn't do the simple jumping pattern. You literally like wasted so much time in the stream just on this one like part. It was funny. I remember.
Yeah, I had like 100 people in there, and I couldn't beat them. I was just so like flustered because there was like 100 people watching, and I'm like trying to like literally we gave away 3 games in the matter of like probably an hour. I'm like, if we can get 20 more people in here, we'll give away another game. We get the 20 people. All right, we're doing another one. And then they literally, I think at some point in the stream, they sent me a message. They were like, stop giving away games. People like in the stream be like, hey, I got a game code. They would message me like, hey, I got a game code. You want to give it away? I'm like, hell yeah, and I would give it away.
It's funny.
It's funny.
That's how you grow the channel, bro.
That was good. I think that was like one of the last times I streamed for them.
That's funny. In the circle.
True.
Good times. The Inner Circle wasn't as fun because like that was when I was streaming on my own. They wouldn't let me stream on their channel, so like I would have to get like shoutouts from them, and it was just annoying.
Okay.
But one of the dudes who like started that like branched out and started that other shit. Shout out to whatever that dude's name was. I think it was Mike.
Shut up,
I'm
boy.
sorry, I ghosted you and blocked you on Twitter.
Ouch. You hate to see it.
Be like that sometimes.
You know what else you hate to
You
see?
really do.
Don't have
You
Twitter
really do,
anymore,
though.
so.
You hate to be seeing the Bills losing on the second to last play of the game. Technically.
Yeah, I can't even talk about that. That made me sick.
D-Hop.
Did the Packers?
That's
win?
crazy.
Yeah, they did, barely.
Who'd they play?
Steelers go to the Super Bowl.
True.
Undefeated season. I moved to Pittsburgh. They go undefeated. I'm telling you right now.
That'd be
That is
wild.
true.
Coincidence? I think not.
If there's a fucking giant parade in the city, I'm going.
True.
That would be fucking lit. Well, COVID, but that would still be lit.
It will happen. Nobody gives a fuck here. I
True.
guarantee it will happen. They have people in the fucking state. There were people at the game today.
The Nazis
Or
are gonna
yesterday.
be stomping around.
The Nazis are gonna have a
Yeah, no,
concert,
really.
parade the streets. Jesus. There's some pretty wild NBA news today. Forgot.
LeBron James.
A lot of trade stuff, right?
Yeah, dude, the trade shit happened today at noon. And I was like waiting. I was looking at my phone. And I was waiting. And then boom, it happened. CP3 was traded.
Boom.
From the
Where'd he go?
Oklahoma City Thunder to the Phoenix Suns.
Boom.
To play with Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. Which, like, low-key could be a tough-ass team. But, yeah.
Damn.
We'll
The
see.
Thunder didn't get yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All I gotta say about sports is I played FIFA 21, the story mode. That shit is the most broken game on planet Earth. If you paid $60 for that shit, Derek, you're an idiot.
That's fun.
I still can't believe you guys game share. I think that's the funniest thing to me. I
Yeah,
I
find
had
that.
every FIFA on my Xbox from probably 2013. Not downloaded, obviously, but at one point I had at least like 5 years downloaded.
I just find that hilarious, though. I think it's
That is, yeah, it's funny as
He
fuck.
buys the Ultimate Edition every single year.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a life.
I wish you'd buy a different sports game like
Chell.
Madden or something.
Chell is so fun, bro.
NBA.
If you just find Chell on your Xbox and you just hop on once in a blue moon, it's such a fun game to just fuck around in because you can literally just fight people.
It is
I
really
like
fun.
playing like the story modes and like the careers and everything, and like I'll do like a manager career on FIFA. It's so easy to just get the best players right off the bat, and it's just not even a challenge at all.
You hate to be
Oh,
seen.
that's
Because literally, I started and I had enough like trade cap or whatever to get Ronaldo and Messi on my team, and I had like an American team.
Oh my
It
lord.
was just like, what is this
It
game?
makes sense. Bro, what if the American like government decided to create a soccer team and they literally paid $1 trillion
That's
each?
what Russia does.
$1 trillion each. Like literally stupid amounts, like the majority of our GDP for Ronaldo and Messi. Just
Oh,
to
God.
beat,
I
just to
don't think that-
beat Spain and
I feel like that'd be like Mad Max or something. Like you pick like gladiators to represent your country, and you pay them like $1 trillion to go play in this
that'd be
giant
crazy, bro.
stadium
I
in the center
guarantee
of
you
the
the
planet.
Japanese people would win because they got some crazy culture with like samurais and shit.
I mean, that's pretty much what the Olympics is supposed to
What
be.
was
but
that?
It's not like to that
What was
extent.
that game that came out that was like Vikings versus like Japanese
Oh.
warriors versus
What the fuck is that game called? For Honor.
For Honor, bro.
That shit was
Yeah.
crazy.
That was crazy.
That was a game I was gonna talk about. I think when we were talking about, I was hyped up for,
Yeah.
and then was
Mhm.
disappointed.
Yeah.
I wasn't disappointed, but like,
It couldn't. It
was
could have lived
Oh,
up to
For
better.
Honor.
yeah.
At the first For Honor competitive tournament, this one guy was in the tournament, and he used this one exploit that like they were like very open in the community, telling them to patch, and they wouldn't patch it. And so he went in the tournament and he did the exploit over and over and over again, and he won the tournament.
Yeah, it's horseshit.
What was the exploit?
It was just some glitch or something that allowed him to like fucking hit people somehow and just like kill them very quickly.
But yeah, they feel like idiots
And
now.
like they had to like give him prize money and everything, and like, oh, here's our winner, but they were like, fuck, we fucked up.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's so stupid.
It was part of the game. They didn't fix it.
Yeah, that's really dumb. That's really
Good
dumb.
for him.
That's one way to show shitty game devs. Fucking what a Anthem wasn't. You bought Anthem, didn't you, Brad?
Yeah, garbage.
That game died pretty fucking quickly. and
Garbage.
Fucking, they spent so much goddamn money on that game.
I bought
Wasn't
it,
that,
played
like,
it for like
Microsoft?
a day, and it was garbage.
No, that was I think that's EA, honestly.
Well, EA has hella games though.
Dude, I'm surprised they have not bankrupted themselves. They've fucked up so many times. They fucked up on Star Wars stupid hard. The
Yep.
Battlefront games, like, they fucked those so hard. They had an opportunity to make, like, literally probably one of the most, like, up there with, like, fucking the Battlefield games. It could have been perfectly up there and made a good amount of money. They fucked that up. They fucked up Battlefield real hard when they started talking about social justice bullshit.
Yep.
And now nobody plays that game, and fucking they're just throwing money in the fucking furnace at this point with their stupid choices.
Yep.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It does.
Don't.
You think it ain't me?
Fucking EA.
Oh.
It's in the game.
I'm gonna I'm gonna rip this meme.
The meme.
Yeah, you ready for it? I'm gonna rip it. It is time for your da-da-da meme of the week. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your favorite segment of the Socially Distant Podcast, the meme of the week. Once again, as always, week 34, got a fire meme here for you, brought to you by not the Nugget Instagram page because they are not a sponsor, but this one is brought to you by the Pokemon Forever Instagram page, not a sponsor as well. This one, it's a real funny one. I'm going to share this screen with the boys. You know, Trent can't see, but Dylan and Jake can. This one may give you a real good giggle.
Is it shared right now?
The headline is, Brock from Pokemon finally got a girlfriend after 20 years of being single. And then underneath is a picture of this fellow guy. He has a YouTube channel. He does, like, food reviews. And he talks very fancily. Very fancy-like. And underneath the caption of Brock having a girlfriend, it says, "My satisfaction is immeasurable, and my day is saved." And I'm not gonna lie, when I read that too, I felt the same way, because my man's been looking for a woman for the past 20 years of the anime. He finally got one. So hats off to you, Brock.
Let's go, Brock. Congrats.
That was a funny one though. That one gave me a good laugh. But that was your meme of the week. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Bop, bop.
Yes, sir.
Very true. Good times all around.
Hell yeah. This was how long have we been running this bitch? Freaking hour 40. This is a long one.
I know, we're cooking. We're killing it.
It's nice.
Hell
It's
yeah.
nice.
Well,
Hell yeah.
it's been
It was a good one.
Jake was the season 2 guest.
Look at that.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
thank you.
Technically,
for having
you've
me.
been on twice in the season.
Yeah, the After Dark,
Yes,
I guess, does qualify. So.
Wait, was Noah season 1 or season 2?
We had to get you out. You were season 1.
Was he? Damn. It feels like not that long ago, but it was a long time ago.
That was like episode 12.
That's crazy. Holy shit.
That is crazy.
This is 34.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
34.
So this is technically 14 of season 2.
True. Which is technically 8 after Noah, so...
No, it's not 8, is it? It's 2.
No, I'm saying this is 14. This is the 14th episode of this season, which is the 8th episode after Noah. So 8 plus 14 gives you 22, which means we had Noah 22 episodes ago.
That's crazy.
So we went 22 episodes. We went 21 episodes without a guest. We should get one more guest by the time the season's over. That would be crazy good.
We gotta get Austin on here.
Oh my god, big
Yeah,
old
I don't
Peters.
know when his
Positivity.
I don't know when his shit is. We might gotta do that soon.
Big old
I
Peters
don't
cock.
know.
We'll hit him up. Tell him
Yeah,
let's get it going. Tell him we got fucking work to do.
very true. Very,
You
very
gotta make it happen. You can't just wait for it to happen. You gotta make it happen. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Very true.
Boom.
And
Leave him with the facts.
Hell yeah.
big
Episode 34. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Jake.
you, everybody.
Yes,
thank you,
thank you.
Mr.
Check out
Lugen.
Interesting Investing. We shout it out every single fucking week, but this week especially.
Hey.
True.
Go fucking subscribe.
This
to
week
Interesting
especially.
Go
Thank
learn
you.
about some money,
And I'm
bitches.
gonna say goodbye to all you guys right now on the podcast while we're still recording, because for some reason with my internet at home, when I press stop recording and my phone tries to like process like the downloading of the recording onto my phone, my internet goes to shit and you guys lose me on Skype. So I'm gonna say bye
Happens
to the
every
listeners
time.
and I'm gonna say bye to you guys right now, because as soon as I press stop, I'm going dark. Or as we like to say, I'm going Helen Kelly.
Helen Yellow.
Old yellow.
Oh, yellow.
Yellow.
Old yellow. And
Oh.
hang on, wait, real quick before we go, Jake, you never asked us about it, but you always said you listened to the podcast through and through. So for a couple weeks, we kept saying dinkle donkle doink to hope you would be like, what does that mean? But you never asked.
I have totally not even been paying attention to
Oh,
Dingle
fuck.
Damn, we said it a few times to see if you would like catch it and then be like, yo guys, what does that mean? You say it at the end of the podcast for like 3 weeks now, but you didn't. So
Most times, I'm not gonna lie, I do be stopping like 5 or 10 minutes before the thing, only because that's usually how the drives end up. Like when I'm driving to Jamestown and stuff, I don't listen.
That's
all the way
true.
till the end. Just because.
Nah,
like,
no harm, no foul.
usually I hear you guys like wrapping it up, and then I'll look down at my phone and it's got like a minute or 2 minutes left, and then I'll be like done. So I don't listen.
Yeah,
until the
we
last.
usually said it like right before we ended it. We were like, "Yo, tickle, donkle, doink," and then we just popped it.
I'll check out for more future Dinkle Dunkle.
True. I mean, dinkle, donkle, doink. So
If anyone hears
We'll have to
this,
change it up now.
Dinkle Dunkle Doink. It's some secret
Yes, sir.
inside language. We're just pretending to not know what it means.
true. All right, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, and we will catch you
We'll
next
see
time.
next time.
Bye bye.
Episode 35.
Adios.
Next week. Bye.